All right, let's talk about something you've definitely seen online. You know the ones, get this for free, just pay shipping. And you're sitting there thinking, wait a minute, is this a total scam? Or is this actually brilliant? Well, that question gets to the heart of one of the biggest and most misunderstood secrets in business. And today, we're going to pull back that curtain.
So let's just imagine this for a second. Picture someone giving away 1,000 watches for free. I mean, your first thought is probably, wow, that person has lost their mind. It sounds like they're speedrunning their way to bankruptcy, right? But here's the kicker. What if that's exactly what a super profitable business looks like in action?
So, what is it? Business suicide or total genius? The answer? Well, it's all about a really sophisticated system humming away just under the surface. And trust me, once you see how it works, you will never look at a free offer the same way again. Okay, so to really crack this code, we have to get our heads around this paradox of the $0 watch. The key thing to remember is this. It's not actually about selling a product. Not at all. It's about buying a relationship. You know, for most of us, when we see a price tag that says $0, our brain just immediately goes to bankruptcy, right? We just assume the company must be going under, that they're desperate, and believe it or not, that's the very first step in their strategy. They are counting on you to make that exact assumption. Okay, so here's the big secret. They're not actually selling you a watch. Nope. They are buying something from you. And what are they buying? They're buying your attention, your data, and most importantly, a chance to start a conversation. That free watch, think of it as their ticket in the door, an entry fee into a relationship that could end up being worth thousands and thousands of dollars. So this whole idea of buying a customer, it brings us to this really core concept in economics, the illusion of free. It's an incredibly powerful psychological tool, and smart businesses have gotten it down to a science. The official name for this strategy, it's called a loss leader. Basically, that free watch is the bait. It's a calculated loss they're willing to take because it's designed to lead you straight to the real prize, which is everything else you're going to buy from them down the road. Okay, here's a perfect example you see every day, a fast food value meal. The restaurant might actually lose a little money on that super cheap burger, but who cares? They make all of it back and then some on the fries and the soda, which have huge profit margins. So you leave thinking, man, I got a great deal. But what you've really done is walk straight into their perfectly designed profit trap. It's genius, really. But just taking the bait, that's only step one. The second you do that, another psychological trigger goes off. And honestly, this is where the whole thing gets really clever. See, our brains are kind of weird. We don't judge the value of something on its own. We just can't. We judge it by comparing it to something else. And you better believe that smart marketers know this. And they live by this rule. If you can control the comparison, you control the wallet. So let's see how this trap actually works. You've just gotten a free watch, right? So your brain has now anchored the value at 0. Then, bam, they immediately offer you a fancy watch strap or something for $79. Now, your brain doesn't ask, is this strap really worth $79? No way. Instead, you think, well, compared to free, $79 isn't so bad to go with my awesome new watch. See, that first free offer completely rewired your sense of value. Okay, so you took the bait. You fell for the contrast trap, but the game is far from over. Because the real goal here isn't just to sell you one more thing. Oh no, it's about locking you in for life. And here it is. The whole playbook, step by step. Step 1, lure you in with something you just can't resist. Step 2, trigger that contrast trap to get your wallet open. And then step 3, the big one, secure the membership lock-in. Because that's what leads to step 4, the ultimate prize, capturing your massive lifetime value as a customer. At the end of the day, this isn't even about selling a watch. It's about selling a habit. The real goal here is to buy your trust for life. Think of that free thing as a down payment on a long-term relationship. They want to become the company you automatically think of, turning this one little transaction into a lifelong habit. So you're probably still wondering, how does all this free stuff actually lead to huge profits? Well, it all comes down to a 2-part system that's designed to generate the real value. And here's a number to wrap your head around. $10,000. That's right. That little free watch you got, it just dropped you into a system that is designed from the ground up to be worth 10 grand to that company over time. You thought you were getting a freebie. What you really did was step right into a $10,000 profit machine. The best way to think about it is like an iceberg. The part you see, the front end, the free watch, that's just the tiny tip sticking out of the water. All the real profit, the back end, is the massive chunk of ice hidden underneath. That's all the future purchases, the subscriptions, the loyalty. It's a powerful reminder that business today isn't about working harder, it's about building smarter systems. So I'll leave you with this. The next time you see that big, shiny word free, just take a second and ask yourself, what am I really paying with here? Because I can almost guarantee it isn't money. It's your attention, it's your data, and it's your future loyalty. And in the world we live in today, that stuff is worth way, way more than whatever's on the price tag.
And thanks for joining us on Ticker Talk.